సమాజానికి మేలు చేయవచ్చని నమ్మి అన్నదాన కార్యక్రమాలు, తాగునీటి సేవలు, ప్రభుత్వ పాఠశాలలు దత్తత తీసుకుని సదుపాయాలను అందించుట, పేద విద్యార్థులకి ఉచిత ట్యూషన్స్, రక్తదాన శిబిరాలు, ఉచిత వైద్య శిబిరాలు, ఉచిత మార్చురీ వ్యాన్ సౌకర్యం వంటి సేవలు చేస్తున్నారు. ఇలా వారి ప్రతి ఆలోచన, ప్రతి సేవ, ప్రతి అడుగు కొందరి జీవితంలో వెలుగు నింపింది.
డేటా సైన్స్, ఎంటెక్, ఎంబీఏ, సిద్ధార్థ ఎడ్యుకేషనల్ అకాడమీ అండ్ ఇంటిగ్రేటెడ్.
Ball select. So right here is a very good afternoon and welcome to the semi-final of CET Presents Tirupati Champions League Season 1. Is PAI VICEROY taking on Team PS in Ruthless 11. And we're all set for the live action. Big welcome to all the spectators who are present in the ground, and big welcome to all the spectators who are watching this game live through YouTube. We're all in for a very good match between two good teams who's got their strengths, who's got their plans ready and are live to fight for the final spot. We've seen NK Sports advancing into the grand finale, getting a win over a solid team like AV Cricket Club. And now we're going to see these two teams collide each other, and one of them is going to move forward one step closer to meet NK Sports in the grand final. That will happen tomorrow at the same venue. Right, Manoj and Irfan, the opening batters, and Vinod will start the proceedings with the ball for the men in yellow. First ball. hitting the deck hard, and that's the first runs on the board. Starts it with the wide delivery. Starts the over with a wide, followed by a dot. Hold it on the legs and will sneak a single. 1 run in the form of a leg bye. Irfan, the batter who's got the first 50 of the season. Haven't got the opportunity of watching a batter score a century in the season, but we've still got 4 innings remaining in this first edition of Tirupati Champions League. One of them can go on to get that. You never know, we're expecting some fireworks. That need to be changed from the bowler. That will be signaled a wide. Not able to get that line right with the new ball. It's never easy to bowl with the new ball. The ball swinging away with the shine that it has got on the seam. Need to have extremely good discipline to be able to bowl with the new ball, and that's one more wide, but this time coming on the other side. 2 solid teams, 2 solid units. PSN, Ruthless 11, and even my dear, the men in yellow, PAI VICEROY Tirupati. That's up in the air. Kalyan have called for it. And that's a big wicket. The first wicket of a batter who's very good with the power play. Irfan has to make his way back to the pavilion without putting up any runs. There's 4 balls, 4 runs in the first over, and Irfan taking the long walk back to the pavilion. Right, early success for Vinod with the ball in the very first over. He's picked up a crucial wicket of Irfan. Hit the deck very well, generated that extra bit of bounce. He's done that in the last game as well for the team, picking up crucial wickets. That's another wide. Yes, but this wicket, we've seen runs, not scored too many. That has been the story of the first semi-final, with the wicket behaving very skiddy. It has become very difficult, but this time it looks like a good surface. The other wicket coming onto the bat very well, getting that extra bit of bounce as well. Will come onto the bat, but if the bowler can bend his back to hit the deck hard, he can generate a good amount of a bounce. Nicely bowled, another dot. And that's the end to over number 1. Ideal start for the bowler, 5 for 1. But coming in round the stumps, Danger Muni, the new bowler. Getting that extra bit of bounce. And works it away onto the offside. No. Gets a single, brings in the new batter Hari Jashwant Kumar onto strike. Stepping down the wicket, trying to take the charge. There's a dot ball. Second over in progress for this, the second semi-final of Siddhartha Educational Academy Group of Institutions presents Tirupati Champions League Season 1. That's played in the air. Vinod running back, but couldn't get there. And that's good stop. That's job well done. He's covered some good amount of ground to cut that down to a couple of runs. That's a semi-hearted shot from Jashwant. Just punched it into the air. A couple of runs. Now gets a leading edge once again. Pawan Hardik running behind, but never easy when the ball is going behind your head. It's never easy to take those kind of catches. Another couple of runs. Quality bowling from Danger Muni. Getting those leading edges, getting that extra bit of bounce on the batters. Climbing it on the surface. That's what we talked about. Oh, this time, that's some sort of authority from the batsman. 6 over extra covers, and there's nothing better you can see than that. That's absolutely ridiculous from this big man, Hari Jashwant Kumar. Look at this shot. You understand what kind of quality it required to play that powered shot over covers. That's an end to second over. 16 for for the loss of 1 wicket. I beg your pardon. 16 for 1, 2 overs. Vinod to bowl the third over. First ball of the over. Trying to go for the big hit. Manoj. Nicely bowled by Vinod. The over with a dot ball. Now throwing his hands onto the offside. Just using the width from the bowler. And he's absolutely crunched that away. Good looking shot from Manoj. Get his first boundary of the innings. Once again, making use of the width. He scarves it very well away from that sweeper fielder. That's one more boundary. Back-to-back boundaries for the batsman. You saw there's a fielder put in position and he has opened the face and made sure that he has played it wider to his reach. To capitalize on that width once again, but two away from the guiding line, says the umpire. Signal wide. Nicely bowled, putting in some pace and bowling it on the body line of the batsman. It remains another dot ball. A couple of deliveries remaining in the third over. 10 runs coming of the first 4 balls. Signal wide once again, another run. He's bowled plenty of wides in the first 2 overs. Vinod has got a wicket, yes, but given away wides. The new ball with this breeze in the middle, certainly not letting the bowler get his rhythm right. I've kept a bit low. Similar kind of pace, but too pace behavior from the wicket. Flicks it elegantly off the legs and has split the gap very well. That's quality timing from Manoj. All he did was just flick it off the legs and thread that through the needle very well, and that's a big over. 15 runs have come out of the third over, 31 for 1. Change in bowling straight away. Pawan Hardik, the new bowler for the team. Jashwant is comfortably grabbed a single. Nicely bowled. Wide, says the umpire. Throws his hands onto the offside, not the ideal connection that he would have liked, but will be enough for him to get back to the second. This is very good start from Manoj. The last over has got 3 boundaries, a couple of them behind the square of the wicket on the offside, one with the flick down towards the wider long on region. Bringing down the blade very well, Rakesh with the pickup. Direct hit could have been a bit closer, but very good running between the wickets. This is a very, very good start for Team PSN Ruthless 11. 36 runs in 3.3 overs. They're maintaining that 10 runs run rate currently in the power play. That's a big shot once again. Munir Shaikh could only watch the ball sail over his head. He's clearing them and is clearing them by a good margin. Jesse in action at the moment for the team appears in Ruthless 11. Once again gone for the big swing, but wide, says the umpire. He certainly has been ruthless in with those 2 big shots that he has got. Goes big once again, throws his hands onto the onside. Walks down the track once again, gets it right one more time. Now he's absolutely being ruthless in the power play, Hari Jashwant. And this is another big over. 22 runs of the 4th over, 53 for the loss of 1 wicket. They've gone past the 50-run mark in just 4 overs. Munir Shaikh, change in bowling, has got the best figures of 413-2 in this season. 4 overs, 13 runs is given away in the match in the second game for the side. Starts the over with the dot ball. Ball another dot ball. bowling it onto the body line, worked away onto the onside by Manoj. His fifth over, they've gone past the 50 mark. That tells you the story of the first power play so far. Especially this man throwing his hands and that offside six over the covers. Probably that will go as the best shot that he has played throughout his career as a cricketer. Just trying to stand and deliver. One bounce collected by Vinod. Is certainly missing on the services of Naveen. He's a quality bowler. That's going to be signal wide. It's even the last game when Ajit was going all guns blazing, it was Naveen who has put in that control very well to gain the momentum back into the hut for team PAI Viceroy. Pace off, just rolling his fingers over the ball, but that's nicely picked up by Manoj. Has got a very positive start today. 18 runs with 3 boundaries. On the other hand, is going absolutely all guns blazing. Hari Jashwant 28 of 11. Cuts down the pace, but bowls it wide down the leg side. Is just trying to go big for all the shots. Hari Jashwant gets it on the inside part of the bat and gets a single. Will also keep the strike for the next over. 5 overs, 59 for the loss of 1 wicket. First ball, and he's gone over the park. He's bowled it in the arc, and it's definitely gonna go out of the park, is what Hari Jashwant is clearly making a statement in this game already. 35 runs of 13 balls. Absolutely decimating the bowlers with his ability to hit it a long mile. Starts the over with a big shot, a big sixer. Completely making use of the power play conditions. Even if the field was spread out, there's not much option left for the fielders to just watch it go over the boundary fences. Skidded a bit very quickly. Oh, once again, he's go for it. It's an opportunity, a difficult one for the fielder running behind area. A couple of runs. They need to be on their toes. They need to be above par to take those kind of opportunities because he's pretty much dominating the game at the moment. That's what I'm talking about. That's been hit in the air. And even a missed timing. He hasn't come out of the middle of the bat. Full face of the bat. Right to the fielder. That's a rare thought that you have seen in this first power play. 6 overs, 77 for 1. And that is a huge score inside the first 6 for Team PS in Ruthless 11. Takes a single, hands it over to Hari Jashwant. Well left, a signal wide by the umpire. Well left once again, and that this time that is a legal delivery from the bowler. Gonna take the single, but we'll have to settle for a dot. A good start with the ball for Madan Simha. A couple of wides, but has given away 3 runs in the first 3 balls. That's a very loud uphill. That's a very loud uphill. He's very confident of the call, Madan Simha, and he wanna go upstairs. Right, this could be a big moment in the game. It certainly could be a very big moment in the game. Right, that's been given out by the third umpire. The second wicket, and Madan Simha, the Lion, have made the impact in this game to send back a batter who's absolutely being brutal in this innings. But what a knock this has been from Harijashwant Kumar. 47 of 21, totally dominated and have seized the game so far. That's a special knock from this batter, and it has come in at a very right time for the team. Well played, Harijashwant. 47 runs of 21 balls with 2 boundaries and 5 sixes. Last 2 balls to go in the over. Right, no chance for the fielders who have run across, tried to converge on it. That's a quality shot from the batsman. Perur Srinivasan, off the mark he goes, and will also give the strike. But what an over from Madan Simha. That certainly put the brakes on the scoring rate. 7 runs with the wicket of the danger man. 84 for 2. Change in bowling. New bowler Yaraya has been amongst the leading wicket takers. That's another good shot, but straight towards Madan Simha. Bit of odd bounce, and 1 run for Manoj. In fact, 7 wickets for Yaraya in the season, 8 wickets for Madan Simha. Both of them are on the hunt for the leading wicket takers of the season. Mistiming. That's in the air, and that's been taken. Is going for that slog sweep, Srinivas, but hasn't timed it the way he wanted. The fielder doesn't make any mistake. Comfortably reverse pouches that. Prasanna with that catch. The third wicket is down. 85 on the board at the end of 7.3 overs. Brought 3 wickets down, 85 on the board, and 8th wicket of the season for Yaraya. And the captain has made his way into the middle, Jashwant Reddy. Oh, that's been struck bad. That's a quality effort from Yaraya. Gets a hand to it. Good effort in the follow through from the bowler. And 1 run for Jashwant Reddy. That's another good delivery and one more good over. Pulling it back in the courts. Yaraya with a good over, 3 runs with the wicket, 8 overs, 87 for 3. Oh, that has skidded on. That have missed it by a very small margin. You can look at the reaction of the bowler. Gets down on the knee, swings it across onto the onside. Will get a single. 8 wickets for Madan Simha, 8 wickets for Yaraya, 8 wickets for Dasarath Ramaya. So everybody, there's some tight competition going for the leading wicket taker race. Gets it on the pads, but that could have drifted down to the leg side. That's another missed time shot in the air. There's 2 fielders. Oh, that's a very good catch by Prasanna. That's a very, very good catch. Running across and discovered a very big amount of ground to take that. And another one bites dust. And now the leading wicket taker of the season, Madan Simha, with 9 wickets, he's climbed up the ladder to the first position. The leading run scorer is walking towards the leading wicket taker. Both donning the yellow jerseys for Team PAI Viceroy. Got Brahmananda Reddy as well, but he is off the competition. But Madan have still got overs remaining in this game, and if the team wins, he'll certainly be bowling in the final as well. But a wicket goes down. 4 wickets down for 88 at the end of 8.4 overs. New batter Rakesh, and 4 wickets down, Three of them going very quickly. 80, 85 and 88, they've lost wickets. Shot to the length. Gone for the pull. The new batter Rakesh. And off the mark with a single. Final ball remaining in the over. 22 for Manoj. Settled as an opener. Throws his hands onto the offside. Clears the infield very well. It's going to be a bit of chase for the fielder. But the ball will win the race. That's a boundary to bring an end to over number 9. 93 for 4. Nine overs, 93. In Yaraya to continue. Good looking shot on the back foot straight towards Madan Simha. On a single for Manoj. Very well settled in the middle. He need to take the game forward for the team. Three to go in the 10th over. There will be drinks after this over. Both the teams are requested to please get ready. Throwing his hands onto the offside, but play and a miss. What a pullback. That's nicely played on the up. And has found the gap very well. Oh, that's quality. That's absolute quality from the batter. Look at the replay. You'll understand what he has done. Front foot forward. That's straight out of the textbook from the batter Manoj, and 100 runs on the board for the team appears in Ruthless 11. He cuts it away, and Jakir with the chase will cut that down to a couple of runs. Yes, first half, it's been entertaining. It's been even Steven so far. 102 runs for the loss of 4 wickets. We're done with 10 overs and it's time for drinks. Siddhartha Educational Academy Group of Institutions presents Tirupati Champions League. We'd like to thank all the sponsors. Title co-sponsored by Pranith Foundation. Hospitality partner Sri Balaji. Hospitality Services event partner R2R Events. Special tournament prizes sponsored by Revati Mess, and trophies partnered by Madina Hotel Hoskati. Right, the leading run getter has done the magic of the very first ball of his spell, and he has got the wicket of Rakesh. Raki getting the wicket of Rakesh. But it's Rafi who was in action. The fifth wicket is down. They're falling down like a deck of cards. They've lost 4 wickets in the span of 22 runs. 102 for 5, 10.1 overs. His new batter Raja Reddy off the mark with the single. Once again through the gates, and is now on the hunt for wickets. 2 wickets in 3 balls for Rakesh, and look at how the tables have turned. They were 80 for 2 at the end of the power play, and now 103 for 6 just 20 minutes later. The 6 wickets down, PSPK Charan. The new batter, 2 new batters in the middle. Flight delivery that's been picked very well and swung across. Will get off the mark with a single. What's important for them is to build a partnership here. Both these batters, they've lost 6 wickets. A single, and they want to push back for the second. Will get home safely. Very good running between the wickets. Played it with soft hands onto the onside and has converted that into a double. Leans into that drive very well as they tap and run. That's what they need to do. They need to find a way to build a partnership. And that's the end to a successful over for Rakesh Rafi. 2 wickets in the over, and the score moved on to 107 runs for the loss of 6 wickets at the end of 11 overs. area with over number 12. Coming back with the second, that's very good running between the wickets. 2 runs to begin the over number 12. Nicely struck down the ground. As this has been a very good tourney with 8 teams coming forward with 2 pools each. Two pools, each of them having 4 teams. The top 2 teams have qualified for the semi-finals. It's going to be another dot. An outside edge down towards the third man. Will get a single. That's been struck very well, straight down towards the long on. Gets a single and will keep the strike 12 overs. 1-1-2 for the loss of 6 wickets. Pulls it very hard, and that's a boundary. Leslie leans into that drive and gets a single. Very good start to the over. 5 runs of the first 2 balls. Fly to delivery, cutting down the pace. Rakesh has got a couple of wickets in his first over. That's a good strike. 2 fielders converging on it. Munir Sheikh will pick that up. Will be another single. Down to the final 2 balls in over number 13. Full toss. Certainly missed on it, the batsman. Struck the round to the offside. Straight towards the deep point. Will get a single and will retain the strike for the next over. 13 overs, 119 for the loss of 6 wickets. Right. 14th over. and Prasanna need to be credited. Two big catches, two good catches, and now saving runs for the team as well. Three of them. Quick single, very good running between the wickets. Usually a wicket keeper, but they've got so many options for wicket keeper. Kalyan, Ramu, Prasanna. Trying to use the width, trying to capitalize on it, but only draw a single for that. They're nicely negotiating these middle overs. That's what they need. Team PS in Ruthless 11, 18 run the partnership. Another dot in the over. A struck across. A cross-batted shot from the batsman. Prasanna with another good piece of effort, but excellent running between the wickets. Very good running. They converted that very well into the second. Down to the final ball of over number 14. Taps it very well. Deflects off the foot of the bowler. Damages a run economy to himself. And that's going to be an end to over number 14. 6 of the third over for Madan Simha. 125 for 6. That's very cheeky. There's nobody inside, and the wicketkeeper has to chase that. The ball will find its way to the fence. Big vacant acres of space in that region. That's a leading edge. Once again into similar kind of direction. Pranit Swarup cuts it down to a single. Good looking shot, but finds the fielder more than the covers. Will be another run to the scoreboard. What's important, they're keeping the scoreboard ticking forward. Is building a good partnership. Another run, another good display of sprinting between the wickets by Raja Reddy and Charan. Flight delivery. Lunge forward and struck that towards the fielder. Will get another run. Brings us down to the final ball of the over. Quicker one. That went very quick to the fielder and a dot ball to bring an end to over number 15. 133 for the loss of 6 wickets. But Vinod bowling the 16th. There was a referral for LBW. Been declined by the third umpire. That's very cheeky. That's very cheeky from the batsman. All you need to do is thread that through the needle. They got a boundary there. PSPK Charan. There were 2 balls, 5 runs for the 16th over. It's again trying a similar kind of shot, but this time could find a fielder. Will only be getting 1 run. Slower delivery. But that's been absolutely hammered away by the batsman. He's punished that away with total timing. Raja Reddy picked the bones out of it and has got his first sixer of the innings. That's absolutely magnificent from the batter. Right out of the middle of the bat. And that's one more boundary. This is turning out to be a huge over in the comeback for Vinod. And what a partnership. This partnership. They were cruising, losing quick wickets. Getting down on the knees, but this has come for the rescue. Raja Reddy and Charan, the partnership between both these batters. Slower in the air, it works it away down to the long on. We'll get a single and we'll retain the strike. And 150 on the board for the team PS in Ruthless 11. 16 overs, 150, 17 runs of the 16th over. Right, just when they're going very well, he's tried something new and He has to make his way back to the pavilion, Kalyan, with sharp work. And they lose the 7th wicket. The partnership has been broken down. It's wicket number 3 for Rakesh Rafi. The final over of his spell. 20 runs, 3 wickets. The leading run scorer against the leading wicket taker. Places have just shifted. Leading run scorer bowling to the leading wicket taker and off the mark with a single, Dasarath Ram. Works it away onto the offside and no chance for Jakir. He's got a chase. He'll cut down the pace on it. It'll be a couple of runs for Charan. Very sensibly plays it onto the offside. Gets a single. Brings a new batter back on strike, Dasarath. Ashley leans into the drive, will get a single and will keep the strike. 17 overs, 155. Very good bowling from Rakesh Rafi, 4 overs, 3 wickets with 25 runs. Madan Simha, the final over for the bowler. He's got the big wicket of Jashwant, who was going absolutely ridiculous at that moment, taking on the bowlers. There's an uphill and the finger goes up. Now Madan climbs up the ladder and the first bowler to get to a double digit when it comes to wickets, 10 wickets of the season. Wicket number 10 for Madan Simha and wicket number 8 goes down for team VS in Ruthless 11. Fantastic bowling from Captain Madan Simha. Sir, impact replacement player name. Sure is not in playing 11. On for the switch hit. That's been signal a wide and one more extra run. That's another wide. It's one more wide and they're leaking runs at the moment. The bowler Madan Simha wide and they've taken one more extra run. That's a very big strike and that's gone all the way for a maximum. Right, big shot at the death and Kiran is set at one end, moves on to 27. That's one more good shot and that's gone away for a boundary here. A sixer followed by a boundary. And this over is turning out to be a very good one for the team. 18 overs, 172 for 8. The first ball cuts it very well. Played it very fine, and that's gone away for a boundary. That's very well struck onto the offside, and gets a hand to it. Could have been cut down to a single. They've converted it into a double. Very good running between the wickets. Playing a miss. For the dot. 6 runs for the first four. 19th over in progress. 178. They've got to a very good score. 178 on the board for the team PS in Ruthless 11. Last ball to go in the over. 6 of the first 5. Very good comeback from Munir Sheikh. Big swing across. Work for the fielder. Prasanna with the chase. The ball is racing away to the boundary fence, and that has gone away to the boundary for 4. Starts the over with the boundary. It's down for the team. And 83 runs on the board. And he's been cleaned up right Yaraya with also 10 wickets in the season. A tough fight going between both the teammates. The captain and the vice captain of PAI Viceroy Tirupati. 10 wickets apiece in the season for Yaraya, and they've been bowled out to 183 runs. Nevertheless, they've got a mammoth score on the board and some excellent innings between Charan. PSPK Charan have put up a brilliant score on the cards for the team. 184 will be the target for team PAI Viceroy Tirupati when they come out to bat. And we're going to slip into a short break, and we're going to catch you back for the second half from the chase from team PAI Viceroy Tirupati. Yashwant Reddy, please come and select the ball. Please come and select the ball. PSPK Charan, please come and select the ball.
కాలుష్య రహిత మరియు ప్రకృతి ఒడిలో ఉన్నట్టు ఉండే క్యాంపస్, అత్యున్నత క్యాంపస్ ప్లేస్మెంట్స్, సువిశాల తరగతి గదులు, అత్యాధునిక ల్యాబొరేటరీలు, అల్ట్రా మోడర్న్ కంప్యూటర్ ల్యాబ్స్, సెంట్రలైజ్డ్ ఇండోర్ ఆడిటోరియం, హాస్టల్ ఫర్ బాయ్స్ అండ్ గర్ల్స్, కాలేజ్ బసెస్ అండ్ ఆర్టీసీ బసెస్ ఫెసిలిటీ, కౌన్సిలింగ్ కోడ్ SCAT. For admissions, contact కాలుష్య రహిత మరియు ప్రకృతి ఒడిలో ఉన్నట్టు ఉండే క్యాంపస్, అత్యున్నత క్యాంపస్ ప్లేస్మెంట్స్, సువిశాల తరగతి గదులు, అత్యాధునిక ల్యాబొరేటరీలు, అల్ట్రా మోడర్న్ కంప్యూటర్ ల్యాబ్స్, సెంట్రలైజ్డ్ ఇండోర్ ఆడిటోరియం, హాస్టల్ ఫర్ బాయ్స్ అండ్ గర్ల్స్, కాలేజ్ బసెస్ అండ్ ఆర్టీసీ బసెస్ ఫెసిలిటీ, కౌన్సిలింగ్ కోడ్ SCAT. For admissions, contact కాలుష్య రహిత మరియు ప్రకృతి క్యాంపస్ ఫర్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ అండ్ MBA accredited by NAC and UGC Autonomous. See Gollapalli, Tirupati. Courses offered: Civil Engineering, Mechanical Engineering, Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Electronics and Communication Engineering, Computer Science and Engineering, Artificial Intelligence, Machine Learning and Data Science, MTech, MBA. సిద్ధార్థ ఎడ్యుకేషనల్.
మంచి ఆరోగ్యం మరియు విద్య వలన సమాజానికి మేలు చేయవచ్చని నమ్మి అన్నదాన కార్యక్రమాలు, తాగునీటి సేవలు, ప్రభుత్వ పాఠశాలలు దత్తత తీసుకుని సదుపాయాలను అందించుట, పేద విద్యార్థులకి ఉచిత ట్యూషన్స్, రక్తదాన శిబిరాలు, ఉచిత వైద్య శిబిరాలు, ఉచిత మార్చురీ వ్యాన్ సౌకర్యం వంటి సేవలు చేస్తున్నారు. ఇలా వారి
been very good in getting the runs. 180 for PAI Viceroy Tirupati to win the match and to make their entry into the grand finals. The opening batters Praneeth Swaroop and Kalyan have made their way into the middle. And to start the proceedings with the ball, it's going to be PSPK Charan. First ball of the over starts off with a wide delivery down the leg side. First runs on the board for the team PAI Viceroy, 184. Need to score over 9 runs every over to win the match. They've got the firepower. Their opening batters have been very good. They've got the leading run scorer in the team as well. And certainly it would need a good game for them to get 184 runs. Good looking defense on the front foot. And off the mark Kalyan with the bat. Good looking shot away from the fielder, just one. Cuts it down to a single. Both the batters off the mark straight away. They need a good power play. 184 the chasing. They need a good power play where they can score at least 60-65 runs. That would be ideal for them going about things in this big chase. Throws his hands and gets a leading edge. That has gone away to the boundary. First boundary of the innings coming off the bat of Kalyan. Thickish outside edge that has cleared the 30-yard circle. Has gone past the boundary fence. They've gone for the big swing. That's gone through and away from the guideline. Wide signal. High up in the air, Srinivas getting there. Makes no mistake. The first wicket is down and that's the first breakthrough. Charan with a brilliant boundary trying to clear the boundary fence and go inside out. Kalyan has been picked up by Srinivas. the short extra covers. Eight for one, 4 balls in the first over. Right. First innings. For the fourth ball, Irfan has been departed. In the second innings, for the fourth delivery, Kalyan have got an exit. 8 for 1, 4 balls done in the first over. And new batter Rakesh Rafi, the leading run scorer of the season. He's got 138 in 2 innings with 2 half centuries that he has got in both the innings. Now they'll be making plans as to how they're going to restrict this player. Well left. A dot ball to begin with. Driven on the up. Will get off the mark very comfortably with a single. That's the end to the first over. 9 for 1. Hari Jashwant, who's been the batter that have totally decimated the opponents in the first innings, has been given the ball. Jesse. It's a bit of bounce. Very smart from the wicket keeper. That's been given upstairs to the third umpire. Was attempting that stump. Sai Kishore. This could be very decisive. This could be a big moment in the game. It's a big shot on the offside. Will get a single. Right end of the over. SPS Viceroy with the third over. Thirteen overs at the end of 2 overs. 13 runs at the end of 2 overs in PAI Viceroy, and third over being bowled by PSP Kecharan. Starts the over with a dot delivery. That's a beautiful shot once again. Every game he's getting one brilliant shot on the offside. Looking very elegant, Praneeth Swarup. Quality timing. Beautiful punch on the rise from the batsman Rakesh. That's chipped in the air. Is a man, Srinivas, watching the ball. And that's over his head. Lands very safely. Single for Praneeth Swarup. Chipped it in the air away from the bowler and the follow through. This is very good bowling. Tight bowling from Charan. times it very well, and Hari Jashwant will collect that very cleanly, will get a single and will retain the strike. 3 overs, 17 for 1. Three overs, 17 for 1. Team PAI Viceroy. 167 required in 102 balls. Need to chase 9.8 runs every over. Rakesh on 6 runs, Pranith on 4 runs at the moment. Nicely bowled, brilliant Yorker from Hari Jashwant. He's totally seized this game with his brilliant bowling and extraordinary striking with 5 sixes he's got in the first innings. They've got something to do here, Team PAI Viceroy. They've got to take their chances. That was pitched up and that's been struck away for a maximum. A brilliant strike for a sixer. Stand and deliver from Rakesh. This time trying to throw his hands onto the offside. He's missed on that. See that from the reaction of the batsman will be another dot. That's in the air. Oh, that should have been taken. Could have been a big wicket. That's been put down and he sneaked in a single there. Rakesh living on the edge of the knife. Now slices that very well. Irfan couldn't cut that down. Has raced away to the boundary fence. Yes, Pranith, the first boundary of the innings for the batsman. Dot ball to bring in into over number 428 for the loss of 1 wicket. First ball in the air and well over the 30-yard. That should have been stopped, but they've let that go to the boundary. Right. The first ball, the last one has been very good. 11 runs have come on the last over. And this over has started off very well with the boundary for Rakesh. Bottom edge and into the hands of the wicket keeper Sai Kishore. It's played on the up, punched it very well, and will find a single and will also keep the strike for the next over. 5 overs done, 35 for 1. That's a good shot on the rise. It's a bit of runs are being leaked here for a team, and they are making it to total use. Another great shot from Rakesh. The third boundary of the innings moves on to 23 runs. That's a wide. Straight towards the fielder, Irfan. That's a dot ball. We are in the final over of the power play. And Dasarath Ramaya, he's got 9 wickets. Has been that out of the box bowler who comes in, takes wickets, surprises the batters. Has got wickets in that similar kind of fashion. Full capped low, but that's been punched. Screwed it right out of the middle. Rakesh Rafi racing away to one more boundary. It's been smoked down the ground. That's another sloppy effort. They've let go of 4 boundaries in that manner. Should have been cut down. That should have been cut down. These are very good runs for the team of PAI Viceroy. And that's a good end they've got to the power play. 14 runs of the 6th over, 49 for the loss of 1 wicket. A change in bowling. Nandivardhan, the new bowler, into action right after the power play. 6 overs 49 was the score for the team PAI Viceroy. That's been sliced in the air, will not be carried to the fielder, Raja Reddy. Will be happy to give away a single. And that brings up 50 runs on the board for the team. PAI Viceroy in the chase in 6.2 overs. They need another 134 runs in 82 balls with 9 wickets in hand. Going for the big hit. 10 foot forward, big stride. 2 is the call. Pranit ready for the second, but has to hurry back to the crease now. Rakesh ready for the second. An opportunity at the non-striker's end now. And that's a suicidal attempt there. That's been given upstairs. As that's been given out, confirmed by the third umpire. And PAI Viceroy lose the second wicket for 51 runs on the board at the end of 66.3 overs. But new batter, Jakir at the non-striker's end. Slower delivery, wider to the reach of the batsman. That's been signal wide. 9.78, the required amount of runs every over. It's a good looking shot. Irfan with the pickup. That's in the air. That's been picked up. Rakesh trying to go over the extra covers. He hit it straight into the hands of Srinivas Peruru. Third wicket is down and Rakesh departs with 32 runs of 24 balls with 5 boundaries and 1 sixer. 52 on the board for the loss of 3 wickets at the end of 6.5 overs. Right, Vinod, the new batter, another good batsman for the team, PAI Viceroy. He might have just crossed the Brendan Magan and Nathiwardhan have got a big wicket. Slices that away from the third man and be cut down by the fielder on the boundary fence. That's very good running. Ohasi not made it to the crease. He looks a bit struggling there. That's been given up straights. The fielding unit is confident. They've got one more wicket. We'll have to just wait for the confirmation. Right, he's well short of the ground and one more big wicket goes down. That's a double strike in the very same over. And two big wickets have gone down in over number 7. And that's not how they wanted that, but exactly what they need. Team BSN to get even more grip on this game. Rakesh with the throw and the wicket keeper Sai Kishore with the finish. 4 wickets down, 53 on the board at the end of 7 overs. Right, a couple of important wickets have gone down and Dasarath to bowl the next over and Munir Sheikh at the non-strikers end. Well left, signal wide by the umpire. How direct it could have been, very close. He was watching the ball, but they'll come back with a second run. Excellent running between the wickets and good presence of mind from both the batters. Wide signal and a couple of runs. 8th over in progress. Pushes around to the offside, will get a single. That's a good shot. Into the gap. Jesse has got some work to do here. Picks it up very well. Saves a couple of runs. Off the mark with 2 runs straight away. Munir Sheikh. Sensibly placed it onto the offside. Irfan with the pickup. It's a single. It's been muzzled away, but good footwork by Srinivas. Cristiano Ronaldo, Mbappe, Srinivas Peruru with some good footwork. Chips it in the air, but will land in no man's region. Onto the onside, straight towards the square leg fielder. And we got Zlatan onto the ball. And that's the end to over number 8, 62 for 4. Nandi Vardhan into action. And that has landed safely. That's very good work. Excellent athleticism in the follow through. That's good work by the bowler. The bowler coming over the stumps, the left hander, usually the body will be falling on the other side, but he's done a fine job to collect that was going away from him. Big swing, play and a miss. Challenging the batter to play that swing, creating that angle for the right-hander batters coming in over the stumps. That struck straight down. Kiran collects, it will be a single. That's in the air. Jesse makes no mistake. Another one goes down. Munni Sheikh, they have to go for those hits because the required is climbing up very well. He took the chance and has hit it into the hands of the fielder. 5th wicket down, 64 on the board at the end of 8.5 overs. (64 for 5), 8.5 overs completed. Team PAI Viceroy. 120 runs required in 67 balls. But new bat to Yaraya, and that's a hit bouncer. Very well directed bouncer, and that's an end to over number 9, 64 for 5. A 10th over in progress. Dasarath bowling the third over. That's nicely played. And they'll be happy to give away a single. Area off the mark with a single. Area is also the ground owner for KVS Cricket Ground. Who's in charge of the ground, I beg your pardon. He's playing the role of a manager for this venue. If you want to know more about the slots availability, ground availability, you should kindly contact Yaraya, who is the venue in charge. The venue manager going for a big hit. A play and a miss. Down towards the long one. That will be another run. Trying to pull it, but hasn't come in the way that you would have liked. Will be another single, and that will be an end to the first half of the chase. 68 for 5. 116 required in 60 balls with 5 wickets in hand. Exchange of ends. And Vardhan to continue. 2 wickets in 2 overs after giving away 6 runs with 116 required in 60 balls. As ball of the over starts with a wide Nandi Vardhan. a bit on the surface. Want to take the single. Haaland Peruru with the pickup, but not much damage added. Will be a single for Yaraya. Brings Jackie Raleigh onto strike. Forward and wider to the reach for the batsman. Is bowling a terrific spell. That's a good shot. That's quality from the batsman. That's a classical cut from Jackie Ali. The first boundary of the innings for the batsman. So you give a comeback, being taken on for a boundary. Sensibly push that into the gap. But fielder in position will cut the down. Will get a single. Inside edge. A thickish edge, and that has worked in the favor of the batsman. His fortune with area. It could have been played onto the stumps, but that has gone away from the stumps and has found its way to the boundary fence. Brings an end to the over. 11 overs completed. 79 for 5. 105 required in 54 balls. But change in bowling. Srinivas Peruru. First ball that's crunched very well by Jackie Raleigh. Single to begin over number 12. Nicely struck that. And very quick single. sensible. And at this stage, the team wouldn't mind giving away ones and twos at PS in Ruthless 11. They've got plenty of runs. They have got 12 runs to defend every over. Pushes it down to the offside. Will get a single. One more run for Yeraya, building a partnership along with Jackie Raleigh. That's been struck very well. That's got some immense power behind that boundary for the batsman Jackie Raleigh. Good comeback to bring an end to over number 12, 87 for the loss of 5 wickets. 97 required in 49 balls. Jashwant, Hari Jashwant with over number 13. For a day's ad in both the departments. With the bat, he's got 48 runs. And with the ball, he's been decent enough. 16 runs in 2 overs. Struck very firmly down the ground towards the longer fielder. Will get a single. Yeraya. But so big is the mountain in front of them to climb with 12 runs to get every over. Playing a miss. Skidding it on. There's 3 balls to go in over number 13. Required is touching the 13-run mark now for PAI Viceroy. Very firmly struck that down the ground towards the long on. Will pick up a single. That's been struck in the air. Straight down towards the long on. Will get a single and will keep the strike for the next over. 13 overs, 91 for 5. Right, 2 is the call. And that looks close. Zakir sprinting towards the danger end. That's a very good throw from the fielder. As he made it to the crease, we'll have to wait for the call of the third umpire. So he shot at the crease and he's been given out. 6 wicket goes down. A very good throw on the money from the fielder. Manoj Reddy with the throw has got the bowler's arm. And he has thrown it very well into the hands of the wicketkeeper. And Sai Kishore, very good work behind the stumps. "92 runs for the loss of 6 wickets at the end of 13.2 overs. That's 4 balls to go in the over. Big swing from Prasanna. Trying to heave that away by getting himself into position. Right, 14 overs, 94 for 6, and Jashwant with the final over of his spell. That's been hit in the air, straight down towards the long off. 1 run for Prasanna, who's taken some brilliant catches in the outfield today in the first innings. Area, on the other hand, 12 runs. Swings down the ground. Quickly charging on the ball. They wouldn't want to take that risk now. He's got a run out. Manoj Reddy. Down to a single. He's put in so much power. He gets a hand to it, but that still has landed outside the rope. That's a sixer from Prasanna. And 100 runs. They've gone past the 100 run mark here. Team PAI Viceroy. 81 more to get, but in just 31 balls. Slipping down. Sliding on to the onside wide signal. That's high up in the air. And one bounce landed very safely. "15 overs, 105 for 6, 79 required in 30 balls." Oh, that's a big one. He's launched it, but he hasn't got the clearance. That sounded very well off the bat. Right, got the power, but would be very good if he could change that bat, the batsman, because that has sounded very sweetly off the bat. It's only one run for Prasanna. Big swing across from Yeraya, playing a miss. A quicker one there. Srinivas Peruru, and he has found the timber. He's mixed it up very well, and the 7th wicket is down for the team. 107 for the loss of 7 wickets at the end of 15.4 overs. Right, new batter, Danger Muni. 107 for 7 with 77 to get in 25 balls. Pushes around to the offside, want to take the single, send back. Couple of dots to bring an end to the over. (16 overs, 107, 24 balls, 77 required with 3 wickets in hand. Right, a dot wide and followed by a wicket. That's caught behind one more catch for one more work with the gloves for Sai Kishore. Behind the stumps. He's done a good job today with the gloves. The 8th wicket is down for the team. It's Narsimulu, the new batter, and full face of the bat. Inside edge towards the square of the wicket, will get a single and off the mark. SPS in Ruthless 11 have been magnificent in both the departments. In the batting, Hari Jashwant has spearheaded the attack. In the bowling department, they've all come together. Cleaned him up. That's some raw pace from Manoj. Fired that one onto the stumps. And another one buys a does. That's another nail to the coffin for the team. PAI Viceroy. But Captain Madan Simha with some class is touched it very well, gets a single and will keep the strike 17 overs. 1-1-0 for the loss of 9 wickets. Last 3 overs remaining. A 110 for 9 and Dasarath with the 4th over of his spell. 9 wickets in the season. Oh, that's elegance. Wow, that's a beautiful shot from the batter, Madan Simha. There's class written all over it. It's using the angle from the bowler and has flicked it off the legs very elegantly. Defense call for a single, pick up, direct hit, and that's We's the moment. PSA and Ruthless 11 have made it to the grand finals. They have won this game by a big margin. This is a huge victory for team PSA and Ruthless 11, and they have advanced one step forward and will be meeting NK Sports in the grand final that is going to happen tomorrow. It's what a victory. They've been commendable in getting 183 runs in the first innings, and they have bowled out Team PAI Viceroy to 114 runs in 17.2 overs. His outstanding knocks in the first innings from Hari Jashwant, who has spearheaded the attack, 47 of 21 balls. Manoj with 33 runs at the top of the order. Raja Reddy and PSP Kecharan. The partnership they put up is what helped the team to get to the position where they have finished at the end of the first innings. 29 for Raja Reddy, 31 for Charan, and 11 crucial runs from Manoj Reddy at the end. In the first innings, we've seen some good bowling. Madan Simha, Yaraya and Rakesh getting 3 wickets apiece, 1 wicket for Vinod. When it comes to the second innings, they've been right on the money in the first power play. They have held the screws very tight, picking up early wickets of Kalyan, Praneeth, Rakesh have been very good in getting 32 runs of 24 balls. Zakir Ali with 19, 14 runs for Yaraya, 10 for Ramu, and Madan with a boundary. And in the bowling department, Nandivardhan has been economical. What a comeback game for the bowler. 3 overs, 17 runs and 2 wickets. Srinivas with 3 overs, 13 runs, 1 wicket. 1 over for Manoj Reddy, where he's picked up 2 wickets. 1 wicket for PSP Kecharan after giving away 19 runs in 3 overs. They've been disciplined in both the departments, and that is why they have won this game and have made it to the grand finals. It's going to be NK Sports taking on PSN Ruthless 11 for the grand finale, for the championship battle, for the final dance of CR Presents Chittoor Tirupati Champions League Season 1. So we're going to meet you all tomorrow for the grand